There you go. Guess what, folks? We're live. We are live. This is Football 101. That's right, Football 101. I am your host, The Beetle. I am your host, The Beetle. We are officially live. We're going to do this thing. And this is like 2 weeks out, 2 weeks out from the NFL. And yes, The Beetle is ready. I'm primed. I'm ready. I am ready. I did my football workout this morning. I'm old school, 62, old school. Did my football workout this morning as a defensive back wide receiver and feeling it. Yeah, that's right. I'm feeling it. So yes, it's time. It's time to get it on. Training camp is still on in the NFL. Man, don't you feel it in the air? July, August. Now it's almost the end of August, September. Man, we've gone through a lot of things for the NFL. So, yes, this is Football 101. We are back. We are officially back. Live stream, y'all. And now, yes, I'm going to say, I'm going to send out a message right now. We are officially, back. Get ready. We are officially back right now. Yeah, we are live. And for those of you who check us out a little bit later, that's cool too. So, yes, I want to do this thing, get this going, the football season going with all the sports going on right now. We got the NBA, we got the NHL, the National Hockey League having their playoffs, and the NBA having their playoffs. We have also racing, Indy racing, NASCAR. We have golf. We have even the WNBA. We have all these sports going off because of, they had to shut down because of COVID. But now the NFL is, and also Major League Baseball, been doing their thing during the summertime in a condensed fashion. But now it's time for some real football. That's what I'm talking. It's time for some real football. So it's time for some real football talk. And of course, I'm going to bring it. As a veteran of the game. The veteran of the game. Playing defensive back all my life. Yeah, that's right. I'm bringing it. And playing it from middle school, elementary, high school, college. Yeah, it's time to bring the Beetle back to provide some real deal. I'm tired of listening to all these other so-called sports shows. But guys who are pretending to be experts in football. Well, I'm going to bring the real deal, okay? That's the reason why I kept Football 101 going for a number of years. Yes, we started Football 1 way back in the day with the family. Now it's just yours truly. We're going to keep it rolling. The best way we can. So I'm going to go over the new free agents very quickly. I'm going to go over where guys have gone and moved around in the NFL, some of the big deals, and see how they are impacting their team, as well as I'm going to provide you with also the predictions, which teams will, what place they will be in their various conferences. I'm giving you the insight right now, 2 weeks before the season begins. I'm already hyped up. I've been hyped up. But now I'm laying down the law. I'm laying down the numbers. I'm laying down the predictions. And no, I'm not playing fantasy football. Okay. Let me just say this. Let me get this right out. I've been playing fantasy football for what? How many years? 3, 4 years, something like that. I'm tired. I'm tired of fantasy football because every time I get in the league, I don't do well. But why? Because it's stacked. The league is stacked against you. I played it 3, 4 years, and the last year I said I promised that I was going to quit, and I quit. I'm not joining. The Beetle is not joining any fantasy football league. Period. Man, well, just saying. Tired of doing that fantasy football deal. I just want to play. I just want to look at the real football players and not think about fantasy points, fantasy points, fantasy point. And then we got all these fantasy experts, guys that never play the game. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of all those so-called experts. Okay, so you heard it first. I'm done with fantasy football. I'm done with fantasy football. I just want to talk about the game on the field and off the field, and the players and what they bring to each and every team. The players, the coaches, the GM, the presidents. Man, we've gone through a lot this past season, and just to get the game approved, the NFL, not knowing if they're going to have a season or not. And some teams are let me just say, some teams are choosing to have a few fans. Some teams are deciding not to have fans at all. So it's going to be quite interesting. Obviously this is going to be a unique situation. Will it continue? I don't know. But at least for this season, the NFL is moving forward. Okay, that's a good thing. We're making adjustments. Every major sporting team is making the adjustment. I'm sure you heard about how the college football, some leagues, some conferences have decided not to have football at their individual colleges and universities. Some have continued. So that's it's really a different situation, and can't control it as much because college is college. But in the NFL, professional football, you can kind of control it much, much better. And of course, they have the income, they have the money, the revenue, the resources to provide a lot more security for each and every player. And there's been players who decided to opt out of the season, and right at the beginning. They decided it was too risky on their individuals. That's fine. I understand that. Everyone has to make their individual choice in the NFL. But and I'm sure they made the right choice. But I guarantee you, when the season starts, many of these players that decided to opt out, I see my brothers out there doing the deal. Okay, so they're gonna feel a little antsy. So hopefully they'll be able to keep things training well and all of that. So we shall see. So I'm still moving on. I see that my video has kind of stopped a little bit. So hopefully I'm going to send a message out right now, because you never know. I think I'm still moving. But we are still going. There you go. I'm sitting for the after audience. There you go. Said my video is up. It's up and down, but we are still going. And send me a message. That's right. This is the Beetle. We still going on. So let's get to the business of things. Let's get to the business of things. Yes, we are still moving on. Let's get to the business of things about the NFL. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Some of you there, some of you gone. But that's cool. Yeah, are you back? Yeah, you're back. Oh, thank you. Thank you for returning. And again, this is our first show. And so things going to happen. It's all right. But we're going to get it out there. This is our first show. And let me just say this. We're going to have the Football 101 show. I've already slated it for Saturday night. So I'm going to send out all the promotions Saturday night. We're going to have a Football 101 live stream show every Saturday night with the Beetle. And we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our thing. So let me just start off with, as you know, some of the free agents, and get to and break down some of some of the free agents that definitely will go. And I'm not going to list all the free agents, but the free agents that's definitely going to change their teams. Starting off with, oh Lord, starting off with the free agent As you can see, I'm wearing the hat. This is actually uh uh side profile. Uh uh There you go. Yeah, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat on, and there's a reason why. It's because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady and Gronk. Gronk. They have joined. They left Patriot land, New England Patriots, and as you know, signed with the Tampa Bay Bucks. And what I have seen, I'm just going to get straight to what I've seen in training camp. Man, the Bucks got a lot of weapons. Brady has a lot of weapons. He's loving it. A lot of weapons there, a lot of skilled athletes. The offense has completely changed with Tampa Bay. They have a great coach, great scheme. Sean McCoy's even joined them. Shady McCoy, running back, veteran. But they have outstanding wide receiver. Okay. Their defense is, bar none, an upper tier defense. So I'm liking the impact that Brady will have with the Tampa Bay Bucks. It's going to be instant. It's going to be instant. And he brings his philosophy, his strategic, not strategic, his mechanics are phenomenal. And Gronk bringing his skill level and his physicality to the game. And matter of fact, he talked about last year was when he needed the year off, and he knew he was going to come back to play football. So let me just check off Brady and Gronk, instant impact. The next free agents, Melvin Gordon, leaving the LA Chargers, going to the Broncos. Melvin Gordon, running back, going to the Broncos. That's a good match for him because the Broncos love the run, and they'll need another running back there. They need a physical running back. But again, that's kind of old school type of offense. And Melvin Gordon will get hurt. Unfortunately, he'll get hurt in the season because he's such a physical runner. He's got to protect himself. But he's going to have an impact, obviously. And they need a more physical runner in the Broncos because their other running back was pretty much a speed person. So Melvin Gordon to the Broncos. Stefon Diggs, Buffalo Bills, instant impact. Instant impact. Stefon leaving the Vikings, leaving a solid team. The Bills are a very solid team. So, again, watched it for the impact of Stefon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. That elevates the Bills to another level. He can stretch the field. So Stefon Diggs, quality, high quality wide receiver. Also, Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers leaving the LA Chargers. It's about time. Philip Rivers was booted out of the Charger land, and landed all the finger pointing that Philip Rivers did the past few years. Finger point, it was always somebody else. But now we're going to, and if he doesn't produce, he will, this may be the last year for Philip Rivers. This may be the last year for Philip Rivers. I'm calling that. This may be the last year for Philip Rivers. Enough already. He blames everybody. Now he needs to prove it. So Philip Rivers with the Colts. Joe Burrow, rookie with the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, I'm glad he's an Ohio kid. Of course, won the NCAA championship with LSU last year. With LSU, very glad to see that. Joe Burrow doing a phenomenal job in college. But guess what? Reality hurts. Reality hurts. he's in the NFL now with the lowly Bengals, and I'm from Ohio. Okay, and I'm going to say it right now. The Bengals suck. The Bengals are a disaster. I'm laying that. I'm not even getting to the team. The Bengals are a disaster. I said it again. How many times I gotta say it? I'll say it one more time. Bengals are a disaster. But Joe Burrow is there. I wish him well. But it's a long way of learning, and it's a long way for him. So anyway, then there is Cam Newton. Ooh, Cam Newton leaving the Panthers and going to Patriot land. Cam Newton. Cam Newton. Cam Newton. Yeah, Cam bringing his skill level. It's about time. He's been injured really the past couple of years, and I'm glad he's left Pantherland and landed with the Patriots. Yet, I'm just going to say, dag, did I say yet already? Cam is a phenomenal athlete, and he's got a lot. He's going to try to prove a lot. And here's my thing with Cam. I mean, he's going to elevate the Patriots up, but porting cast with Cam is not fair. That's the reason why Brady left. The Patriots do not have a running attack. The Patriots do not have a running attack. They barely have a wide receiver attack with Edelman. And other than that, I'll tell you a little thing. Oh, let me just say this. I just saw, since I'm on Cam, I just saw him on Training Camp Live on NFL Network, and even Cam Newton was kind of dogging out his wide receivers in Patriot land. He called him out. Called one guy. His nickname was Doughboy. That was a wide receiver, Harry. He's a second-year wide receiver, but he mistakenly called him Doughboy. That's not good. But Cam is going to just shake things up. So Cam's going to have to get adjusted to that Patriot world. And quite frankly, a lot of folks are kind of tired of that, even world. And quite frankly, a lot of folks are kind of tired of that. Even I'm saying that as still a Patriot fan. Somewhat six titles, of course, but no longer because they got the Buccaneers hat. Otherwise, I would have the Patriot hat, but I got a Buccaneers hat on. So I wish Cam well. It's gonna be great. Okay, final two free agents. I want to move on. Final two free DeAndre Hopkins leaving Houston Texans. Wide receiver going to the Cardinals. I wish him well. It's gonna be a long season with the Cardinals. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a long season with the Cardinals. I wish him well. And then there's Chris Harris leaving the Broncos, defensive back corner, coming to the Chargers, LA Chargers. Now, he's a top quality defensive cornerback, can play tight man-to-man coverage. That just elevates the Chargers secondary to another level. So that was a good move for Chris Harris. And matter of fact, that leads me to the Hard Knocks. Oh my gosh, the Hard Knocks productions over the past how many weeks? 3 weeks now. And the featured teams on Hard Knocks are the LA Chargers and the LA Rams. That's right, LA Chargers and the LA Rams. And quite frankly, I think it's a good really mix when you got two teams. Usually Hard Knocks, HBO Hard Knocks. I'm giving a little plug for HBO Hard Knocks, and I don't even like HBO. I don't even watch HBO. But again, they had two teams, LA Chargers and the Rams. So they're doing a good job this time. They're featuring different athletes, but two teams and two coaches. You got my boy Sean McVay. Hello, Sean McVay, a former Miami University alumni football player. Hello. That's where the Beetle played, Miami University. So a shout out to Sean McVay, and of course a shout out to Miami University Red Hawks. So nice to see Sean. He's tense. Sean, I didn't realize how intense Sean McVay, the head coach, is for the LA Rams. He is like another level of intensity, and he brings it. Such high level, and such a young coach. Glad to see that he doesn't stop. His motor doesn't stop, and so I'm talking about their team in just a moment. Sean McVay, and then the LA Chargers have Anthony Lynn. Man, he brings credibility to another level. His experience, his leadership. This brother does not play. And when Anthony Lynn speaks, I mean, he speaks volumes. And I would like to play for Anthony Lynn. He's the real deal. He's old school, but he likes new talent. And he just doesn't play. But he listens to the players. As a matter of fact, just the other day, he allowed the players to talk about. They actually canceled a scrimmage because of the incidents that's been happening across America, and the latest one, very unfortunate, and of the African American male being shot, and the players just didn't feel right and play a scrimmage after the Jacob Blake was shot, and players are just feeling not good. So he just said, let's cancel this scrimmage. This was live on NFL Network, and allowed his players to talk about the situation, how much it affected them. So he's a very insightful, committed, personable coach. Just happened to be an African-American gentleman who knows his craft very well, and the players really like him. Matter of fact, the players don't want to call him a player's coach. He's really an old school type of coach that just understands how to relate to players. And I know he's trying to do the right thing and management, but he's also thinking about his players. And they got a new quarterback, Ebert. Wow, that kid is from Oregon. He's phenomenal quarterback. So and a lot of great players. So I'm going to get to them in just a minute. So anyway, I just talked about Chris Harris and the Chargers and the coaches and Hard Knocks. So check out Hard Knocks. I think it's going to be very fascinating how they deal with all of this, because there's no preseason games. So they're going to have to cut some more players, but keep several players because of COVID-19, because some players will get, you never know, have positive tests through the season. So they're going to have to keep several players that they normally would cut and go elsewhere. So, man, this is going to be a crazy, crazy season. And now we're getting into the season. I'm 24 minutes in, and let me give a little quick message. This is going to be one crazy season. I'm giving you. I'm saying there are on my list of free agents who will make an impact this season. Let's do this. There you go. Got to keep it real. Let's do this. Hopefully you can read that. So again, that's my list. And also a shout out to Hard Knocks. Great production again. So now let me give you my predictions on each and every conference. I'm going straight to it. And I'm also going to give you the NFC Championship game. Which teams will be in the NFC Championship game? This right now. I'm giving you the insight, the Beetle insight right now. Because I've been checking out the teams slowly but surely. And again, I'm just hyped up. I got to get this out. I got to get my predictions out. Because because this is what Football 101 does and what we always done. We tell it like it is. We get real in your face. This still is a physical game. And let me just say, oh man, let me just give a shout out to Watt for the Houston Texans. Oh man, I'm gonna have to give a little shout out to Jay. He said this a couple of years ago, which I really appreciate, because many times people think that the game of football has changed so much that J.J. Watt, they think that a lot of this game is not as physical. And what was so interesting is that J.J. Watt said, man, let me just tell it like it is. Football is a violent sport. It's not comfortable. It's a violent sport. Okay. And I'm glad he said that. And that's been a little bit of my message as of late. It's a violent sport. And so if you want to, for those of you who want to play it at the next level and the next level and the next level and eventually at the NFL, it's a violent sport. And you can't put on the pads and think that you're not going to get this is a physically demanding sport. Physically demanding sport. When you decide to go down that road and try to play it at the next level and the next level and the next, it is a physically demanding sport. Let's not pretend. And there are obviously consequences of playing a physically demanding sport. So that's the reason why you have, it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say. It is what it is. And you got to have the mentality when you want to play real football. Let me just say real football. I'm not talking about, these make-believe leagues, these new leagues that prop up every now and then. No, it still is. I'll still give credit to the players playing in 2020. You have to be a skilled, very highly skilled athlete to play NFL football on a regular basis, on a consistent basis. Now, there's players that can make it year in, year out and play 2 or 3 years. Before the highly skilled NFL players, it's another level. So there you go. Now I'm going to start with the AFC. Some of my predictions very quickly. I want to keep this a little bit more tighter than my other live stream production. Sometimes I go a little bit too long in my other live stream productions. So I'm going to try to keep this a little bit more tighter. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit more tighter. So AFC East. Here we go. Number one. The Bills. Buffalo Bills will win the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills will win the AFC East. Second, Miami Dolphins. Here's the big upset. I'm saying Miami Dolphins with their young coach. And they also drafted Tua, but they have a lot of young talent there. Patrick will be the quarterback, the veteran Patrick. He'll be the quarterback, but I really like what's going there in Miami. So I'm picking the Dolphins, number 2. Number 3, the Patriots. The Patriots coming in third place in the AFC. From first place to third place. Yes, I said from first place to third place. It's time. I'm sorry. It's the real deal. Bill Belichick, reality sucks. People getting tired of when your players are given. One of the players already talked about they were pissed during the training camp. They were pissed, and one of the veterans, the defensive back, McCourty, the twin. McCourty said, "Oh man, he was a bit teed, and he was just out of whack because they had a practice when they know they should not have had a practice, and that was not good." And see, that's what I look at. You can have all the skilled athletes, and you can put all different players in different positions, but when the veteran players start speaking out, watch out, Patriot Nation, watch out, Patriot Land, watch out, Bill Belichick. So I'm predicting the Patriots, and I think Cam will have his up days. He will look great. He will have his down days because he's still learning the system there, and it is a completely different system that Cam is not used to. So it's going to take him some time to get acclimated. So I predict that they're going to come in third, and in fourth, the New York Jets. Okay, well, New York Jets going to tie with the Patriots. I figure the Jets have vastly improved. Le'Veon Bell, yeah, he's ready. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of him in the training camp. This brother's ready to go. He's tired of practice. He wants to put on the pads and go now. So Le'Veon's got the attitude, and just his attitude will elevate the Jets and mature them to another level, despite their coach, Adam Case, which is I'm not going to say he's a bad coach, but the players kind of just put up with Adam Case. They just put up with him. He's not a media friendly. He's not a sociable person, but the players put up with him because he's a young coach and he came from Patriot land too. Oh man! But I think they'll tie for third with the Patriots. So watch there. Let me move on to the let me go to the AFC South. AFC South. Oh man! Number one, Tennessee Titans. Number one, Tennessee Titans are the real deal with head coach Vrabel. Vrabel, he's bringing the complete attitude. The attitude. They have their monster running back Henry, and their they are just stacked with talent. And this is a very, very, like I said, physical team. They do not play. This is like I said, they want to get back to real football. Okay, they're going to tell you what they're going to do, and they're going to beat. They're just going to give the ball to Henry. They're going to throw short, intermediate passes, but they can go over top with their superstar wide receivers, and their wide receivers are big, are huge. I mean, these brothers are big. So Tennessee Titans, man, and they always have the very physical defense. I mean, this is really old school football with high intensity, with higher skilled athletes. I'm really liking the Tennessee Titans to win this division. They are so physical. I mean, when you see them, when I saw them, again, last year, they made a run in the playoffs. They surprised folks. This year, they have much more confidence. They got the right players coming into their team, and they are going to bring the physicality to the team, to the game. So they're settling in to that upper level team. They are truly settling into an upper level team. Second, Houston Texans. I like Houston. I used to live in Houston. Shout out to the Texans. And I like the quarterback, but they've lost some talent there. So they're going to drop down a notch. Their defense is struggling, and their defense is not going to hold up. So the Houston Texans coming in second. Third, Jaguars. I like the Jaguars. Still a lot of young talent, and with the young quarterback, he's a character and a half. Minshew is the Minshew crazy world. The Minshew, when you go into Minshew, talk to Minshew, it's the Minshew world. He creates an aura. But he has this good luck aura, a vibe around him. So he's going to make plays, and he's not the most physically gifted quarterback, but he can sling the ball, and he makes things happen. So I like the Jaguars. And then coming in fourth, The Indianapolis Colts. I told you, it's Philip Rivers. I just don't think it's going to match. I just don't think. I mean, he slings the ball. He's got great weapons, but Philip Rivers just got to throw the ball where it's supposed to be thrown. Last year, he had so many interceptions. So again, I'm just picking that Philip Rivers. I just don't. I wish him well, but I think his what he says during training camp is fine. But I just think it's he's just he's just trying to make it year to year now, obviously, and he's just trying to find a place. And I think it's a nice place, but the quarterback behind him, Briscoe, he was the starting quarterback, and I just think they put him aside, and I think Briscoe will start eventually. But here's the thing: Philip Rivers, he just doesn't get injured either, so it's going to come down to how bad is it going to get? I think they're going to look good at times, but most of the time they're going to look bad because the continuity. I don't think it's going to be there right now. It's going to take time, maybe next year, but I think this is Philip Rivers last year. So they're coming forth. There you go. Moving on to AFC North, I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right. I'm going back. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I can't even believe I'm saying this. The Pittsburgh Steelers tying the Baltimore Ravens. There's a tie there. Tying with the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm elevating the Pittsburgh Steelers up a bit, okay? Because I seen them. They Roethlisberger, yes, Ben Roethlisberger, yes, MU grad. He's coming in. He's lost some good weight. He's trimming down, and he's trying to say the right things. But let me just say, Ben doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's just trying to get a paycheck now after so many years. But but they are they're back to being very physical and at a higher, not just physical, but physical and faster. That's one thing I've noticed of how the Steelers have been retooled. They're physical, but yet they're also faster. And that's a scary situation to be in when you have when Mike Tomlin has brought in some players that are physical and faster. So that's the reason why I elevated the Steelers to match the Baltimore Ravens, because the Ravens are always physical. And with Jackson as quarterback, and of course, oh my gosh, another Miami University graduate, Harbaugh, head coach. Oh, give it up to Harbaugh. Yes. And a matter of fact, oh my gosh, yes, I even back in the day, and you won't believe this, but it is, check the Rex. I've even had my football team photo and team photo to verify it, and I couldn't believe it myself, but it's right there. A matter of fact, I'm doing a little John Harbaugh. Actually played with John Harbaugh at Miami University. He was a young defensive back freshman, and I was a senior. So give a shout out to John Harbaugh and the Baltimore Ravens. He was coach of the year last year, and he's still elevating his team to another level. So give another shout out to John Harbaugh. He may be coach of the year again in 2020. He may be coach of the year again. You heard it first from the Beetle in 2020. He's such a great coach. He knows how to get along with the players, but he has a hard mentality, old school mentality. Yet he knows how to relate to the players so well. That's the greatest thing. He does a great job of relating to his players and bringing the physicality and the Baltimore Ravens mentality. He doesn't play. You got to bring it. And if you don't fit in, he gets rid of superstars. Okay? He got rid of the safety this year. You're not fitting in. I don't care if you're a superstar. You got to go. That's the way John Harbaugh rolls. So it's going to be a tie with the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFC North. Coming in second, Cleveland Browns, lowly Cleveland Browns. Yes, they have OBJ. They have Baker Mayfield. They have Landry. And they have a new coach. And this is last year, OBJ being with the Cleveland Browns. They have a lot of talent. There's no doubt. No, a lot of talent on the offense, but I don't see it on their defense. They just are not physical enough at all. The Browns are not physical on defense at all. Now, and say they put their mentality, their strategy in the offense, but the offense really has to click to make get a lot of points. And this is last year Baker Mayfield starting. Yes, I'm calling this is the last year of Baker Mayfield starting for the Cleveland Browns. That's it. And guess what? Guess what's going to happen? The Cleveland Browns they're going to draft another quarterback for next year. They're going to get rid of Baker Mayfield. This is it. Enough. He had enough time. See ya, Baker. See ya, Baker. And then, yeah, I mean, he tries too hard. Matter of fact, I was in Cleveland last year, and I actually saw. I just happened to be in Cleveland for a conference. Yes, the Beatle was in Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland. Shout out to Ohio. I was there during when OBJ signed the contract coming to Cleveland, and I saw Baker Mayfield at the press conference. Yeah, he's a nice guy, but he tries too hard to be liked by everybody and the media as well. And when it doesn't go well, he cops an attitude immediately. So that tells me he's pretty thin-skinned. He can't take the heat. And guess what? The heat is coming. The heat is coming. Yeah, the Brownies, the Brownie Nation, bring the heat. Because Baker Mayfield, sorry, you're a nice guy, but you're thin-skinned, and when things go wrong, you get really mad, and I understand that. You want to be the top elite. I understand that, but again, just learn the game, learn the skills, learn the mechanics of a top level quarterback. Okay, you can't do the things that you did in college. It's a different mentality, and that's what they're trying to do with Baker right now. Teach him up, coach him up to another level. Does he have the mentality to be coached up? And I say, no. He's going to resort back to college type Baker Mayfield. So some players can be coached up. Some players cannot be coached up. So that's the reason why the Browns will be in that same position. And then coming in last, Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, I already talked about Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's going to be a long year. No matter how talented Joe Burrow is, he looks great. Yeah, I saw pictures. He looks great throwing the ball, but Joe Burrow's got a long way to go because there's no talent. Well, they got mix in the backfield, but they have A.J. Green when he's not injuring himself. When he's not injuring himself. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, I'm still rolling. I'm going to respond. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. And thank you, Stephen C. Shout out to Stephen C. But I'm just running down and please share the live stream, our Football 101 with other folks because we're going to be back next week. So again, just finishing with the Bengals. The Bengals just don't have no talent, and particularly on defense. And I just don't see it. I didn't see it. I don't see it in the training camp. And all the attention is on Joe Burrow. And that's a heavy, heavy deal to be from Ohio, starting in Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, man, it's just compounding pressure on top of pressure on a rookie. And when the veterans, when he actually plays a game, it might be a real bad disaster at times, but he needs to keep his head on, keep steady, learning the game, and with second year head coach in the Bengals. So it's going to be a rough year, and I really feel sorry for Joe Burrow, and but the Bengals put themselves in this situation. I'm from Ohio, from Cincinnati and Dayton area, and I've seen this so many times, and that's all I have to say. I'm going down the road that I shouldn't. Because I'm going to get really pissed pretty soon. I'm going to get really mad. So let me move on from the Bengals. Now moving to the AFC West. The AFC West, of course, yes, I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs again for winning the AFC West. And my boy, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. Man, is he such an he's the best athlete, best quarterback in the NFL, bar none. No doubt about it. He has years of experience, and this is what, his third year after winning the Super Bowl. Wow. I mean, he just carries himself so well, and how the players really take after him. They care for him. All the players, you could just see it. Even when he was injured, what was the part of it last year or the year before when he was injured? Man, the players just, they worship him on the team, and you could just see he works on his mechanics. I saw him doing a training camp this just last week. He's working on his mechanics, trying to get better. Of course, he signed his big mega deal for 10 years with Kansas City. So he wants to make sure he's there with Andy Reid, and Andy Reid is just a great coach. I mean, Andy just knows how to relate to young players. I mean, he's been in the business for quite some time, and it's nice to see that Andy just says, "I'm going with him from day one." And they keeping the talent there. They're signing guys that will be the stalwart with Kansas City. So, and they got the running backs. They got they signed Watson is still there. They got they signed a great deal with the defensive player. And I really like what they're doing in Kansas City. I mean, Andy Reid is he's a magician. He likes to he goes over every detail. So you're going to get top level, and you got buy-in from the best player in the NFL, and that's Patrick Mahomes. So again, a great. They're going to win that division, bar none. Not coming in number 2. Okay, this is a stretch. Don't be surprised. The Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, I'm picking the Los Angeles Chargers coming in second in the AFC West. That's right. They're going to surprise a lot of folks. I really like what I see on Hard Knocks and Anthony Lynn, and what the players are buying into. Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback right now, and they're trying to groom Ebert. But Tyrod I think he found his niche there. I think, and with Keenan Allen, man, let me give a quick shout out to Keenan. He is by far one of the top wide receivers. If you see his mechanics, see how he works on his skill level, Keenan Allen, wow. Again, I can't imagine. You see that one on Hard Knocks, he's going against Chris Harris. This is a matchup made in heaven when these two athletes go against each other. But Keenan Allen, he is the real deal. He's the committed top level veteran wide receiver, and man, that's just it just makes you feel really great to see that level of expertise at wide receiver. So again, that's the reason why there's a lot of buy-in from the players, and they sign. Bosa. Hello, Bosa signed his mega deal. Defensive end Bosa from the Ohio State University. Yeah, Bosa finally got the mega deal, rightly so. And so his other defensive compatriot, got a great deal too. So they're shoring up the defense. I really like that. Provides quality leadership, high level quality leadership on defense. And so watch out for the LA Chargers. They are looking good. They just need some help at running back. They got a guy returning who I saw there. I said, wow, now that Melvin Gordon has left, they needed a running back, and I think they're going to still have to need some help in running back. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to dog out the brother, but they just need some help at running back. But their wide receivers are tight. They got the tight end. I think they just gonna they just need more. They need confidence. They need confidence. So hopefully they can turn it around. And I think that the culture there is really ready for a different change after Phillip Rivers. Coming in third are the Oakland Raiders, right there. Yes, Chucky, Gruden, the boys, the Raiders. John Gruden, the Raiders, and they're still giving up to Derek Carr. And I'm just going to say, guess who's behind Derek Carr? Who's second string quarterback? Who is second string quarterback for the Raiders? It's my boy from used to be with Tennessee, and I'm going to have to give a shout out. Have to give a shout out to him because I'm looking at him. Okay. I'm going to look him up. Hold on. I'm trying to get his, because he is right there waiting in the wings, and it's such a great thing to really see him really land with a quality team. I'm just so happy that he landed with a quality team, and I'm going to get there. Hold on. There he is, Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota is backing up Derek Carr. Yeah, and there's not much comment about Marcus Mariota, but he is just waiting for his chance to prove himself again, because he was sat down in Tennessee. Tannehill came in, took the starting position. After a couple of years of Marcus Mariota leading Tennessee, he got sat down. Now he's traded. Now he's with the Raiders. Watch out for Marcus Mariota. If Derek Carr does not perform up the level or gets hurt, watch for Marcus Mariota. He will play this year. He's not going to stand along the sideline. You cannot allow Marcus Mariota to stand along the sideline. Hello. That's all I'm saying. He's still a talented brother. So watch for Oakland Raiders, and coming in fourth, Denver Broncos. Coming in fourth again. Old school. They're just with their head coach Frank. I don't know his name. Starts with he's. I just don't think it's a good fit. I think it's a good fit for John Elway, who's a general manager, but I don't think the head coach is a good fit for the players. I just don't think he matches with the players today. It's too old school, too traditional. There is such a thing. Too old school and too traditional. So there you go. So I'm just giving a shout out to saying that the Denver Broncos. Now, I was a big Denver Broncos fan, by the way, when John Elway was a player, and and they won the Super Bowls back to back. Yeah, Super Bowls back to back in the day. Give him a look. Yeah, back in the day. And I was the only one really rooting on the Broncos back in the day. But now, man, and the Broncos committed to their new quarterback, their other quarterback. I just think it's an uphill battle. I think even Von Miller, he's doing so many different projects off to the side now. He doesn't care. He's got his long-term deal. Von Miller doesn't care. But they got a stalwart defense, still tenacity defense. But I just think, the philosophy there is out of step. Philosophy there is out of step with the AFC West. Period. So those are my predictions for the AFC. It took me a little bit longer than anticipated. I get too much involved. So I have the Kansas City winning AFC West. I have tied for AFC North, Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers. Very quickly, Tennessee Titans, AFC South, and Buffalo Bills, number 1, AFC East. Now, quickly moving on to the NFC. Let me move on to the NFC. NFC East, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys will win the NFC East. Coming in second, Philadelphia Eagles. Coming in second, Philadelphia Eagles. Third, the Washington no-name team. They're no longer, the Redskins. They're the official Washington team. Rightly so. And I'm not a fan of Daniel Snyder. So I've lived in the Washington, D.C. area for 5 years and wasn't a fan of them then, even though I went to their training camp. But again, Daniel Snyder, that culture there, not good. Even though Adrian Peterson is there, and I like the coach, Rivera, and they have the great defensive lineman from now the rookie there from Ohio State. They'll come in third, and the Giants come in last. The rookie coach and not rookie, but second year quarterback. I saw them NFL training camp. They look bad. I don't know what players they have on that team other than the running back. He's a superstar, but they're going to overuse him, and I don't know how long he's going to last with the New York Giants. He's going to have to. They're going to have to trade him pretty soon after another year, because that's an uphill battle. He's going to get frustrated. So New York Giants coming fourth. For the NFC South, I see Tampa Bay Buccaneers will take the division. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Move over, Breeze. Move over, New Orleans. It's Tampa Bay. Get out of the house. It's Tampa Bay Bucks taking that division. New Orleans coming in second. Falcons third. And lowly Panthers, Carolina Panthers fourth. Oh, man. Bringing in a college coach from Baylor, changing up the culture in Carolina. And McCaffrey's still superstar. And yet there's not enough talent there. NFC North, Green Bay Packers, Rodgers. Yes, Rodgers will still do it. Aaron Rodgers, Magic Man, Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Frustrated, Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's not going anywhere, folks. He's going to showcase his deal. He's not going anywhere. Even though they drafted Love, the quarterback from Utah, Aaron Rodgers is not going anywhere. He's going to end his career there. He's got another 3 years. But Aaron Rodgers gets frustrated. But they're going to still do well. Coming in second, Chicago Bears, Trubisky. They say he's a new Trubisky. I hope so. They got quality defense with Mac. And I don't care. They just got to believe in Trubisky. He's got talent. Believe in him. Dang. Dropping down, Minnesota Vikings, third. Third. They're losing a lot of talent. I do like their running back. Fantastic. But they're losing a lot of players on defense. And the defense is really shaky. I don't care for their quarterback. I just don't think he'll elevate enough. He's getting a big time contract. This is last year for him. And I forget his name right now. And Detroit Lions, Matthews. Yeah, this is last year for the head coach there. And not last year for Matthews, because he's always going to be there. That's the only drawing card that they have. And yes, I spent time in Detroit. I know how Detroiters are. They always give a pass. They're just happy to have a team. That's the way it is in Detroit. Just happy to have a team. We're always coming in last. Just happy to have a team. Oh man, it was tough in Detroit, man. What can I say? It was tough. Okay, now moving to NFC West. Oh, NFC West, Seattle Seahawks taking this now. Seattle Seahawks. Did I say that? Yes, Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson is back. Russell Wilson is back. I said it one more time. Russell Wilson is back. They take a number one spot. San Francisco 49ers. Oh, well, it's going to be a tie. Sorry about that. It's going to be a tie with the Seattle Seahawks and 49. That's going to be a tie. That's going to go down to the last game of the season. It's still going to end in a tie. I still like the 49ers. 49ers just coming off the Super Bowl loss, but I still like the 49ers. They have a tight team. They are well managed. Only thing I don't like about 49ers, the coach has got Shanahan, young Shanahan. He's good, but he's not great. He's good. He's not his daddy. He's not his daddy, and his daddy was the coach of the Broncos when Elway and the boys were there. But they're going to be tight right there. Excuse me. And coming in second, Los Angeles Rams. Sean McVay, outstanding talent. They got Jalen Ramsey, major shutdown corner on defense. Aaron Donald, oh my gosh, he is the real deal. When you see him on Hard Knocks, wait a minute. This is Aaron Donald. He is a beast. A beast. He's the real deal. Now, that is a professional football player at the top level. He brings it every practice, every rep, every practice, every one-on-one. Man, and then he loves to flex on Hard Knocks. So I said, give it up to Aaron Donald. He knows the deal, and plus he's got a big time contract. So it's always good to have a big time contract. Okay, and then coming in, what I have, Los Angeles, and then Arizona Cardinals coming in third, last again. I know they're bringing in with the everything to help the young quarterback his second year, and brought in DeAndre Hopkins. Fitzgerald is still there. I just don't care for the head coach. It's his second time coming from college, and it's going to be It's going to be throwing the ball around a lot. Their defense is getting better. They gave Bubba, what was his name? Bubba Baker, the safety. Now let me just say this: I'm a quarterback. How the heck you going to give Buda Baker or Bubba Baker? Give him a big time contract? I never heard him. He doesn't have interception. He's just around the ball all the time. How do you give a safety that type of contract? Man, what is going on in the NFL when you give players big time contract and they don't even have the stats? Crazy. So I'm done with that. So NFC West tie, number one, Seattle Seahawks, 49ers, NFC North, Packers, NFC South, Tampa Bay Bucks, Brady, Gronk, my boys, and Dallas Cowboys. Yes, I said Dallas Cowboys. Oh my gosh. Again, yes, I used to live in Texas, and Houston, Texas, that is. So I'm not a big Dallas Cowboy fan. Houston is always against Dallas, so but I'm going to give it up to them this year. Okay, with Dak Prescott, and I'm not a big fan of Ezekiel Elliott, but he somehow gets the job done. And anyway, but here's my prediction. I got to give you, this is it. The NFC Championship game will come down to, here we go. Now, I told you I was going to give you the predictions. I'm going a little bit long. Oh, hold on. Am I still going on? Here's the NFC prediction. Can you match it? I'm going to type it out first. Yes, I'm going to type it out. Hold on. I'm going to get there. Be a little bit more patient. Here we go. That's right. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right here. There you go. That's right. I said it. It's the Seattle Seahawks versus the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. I said it. Now I'm going to give you my AFC prediction. That's right. Here it goes. There you go. There you go. AFC Championship game, Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. There you go. Football 101 is bringing the real deal. Even before the season starts, I've officially made it. Made it known. So send me an email. Not email, but respond to this production online. Respond to the comment section on YouTube, and just give me your predictions, and let's do this thing. I'm more than willing to jaw back with you. So, and I will respond. If you post something, I will respond. The Beetle will respond. This is Football 101. I went a little long. This is we had a blast. This is our first live show. So let's continue to bring it. I hope to bring the show back each and every week. And at what's the time slot? I'm trying to remember the time slot for the Football 101 show. I think the time slot is someone's going to let me know. I think the time slot is 8 o'clock. The time slot is 8 o'clock every Saturday night. The time is 8 o'clock every Saturday night for our live stream show. So this is the Beetle, and this is Football 101. We bringing it. It's the 2020 NFL season. See ya, folks. Let's get this on. See ya.